Hi guys, Andy May here. Welcome back to the channel. It's time for the bi-weekly makeup basket. I'm gonna let you know what's going out, what's going in, what's staying the same, etc. And I'm just gonna kind of go, I guess, in the order that I would put things on. So first we're gonna start with primers. I had these two in last week. Neither one of these work well with just powder on my face. It makes my pores that are already big look 10 times more huge. I got this one from a friend, so it's more of a silicone type primer, which I think will work great with the powders. So I'm gonna add this one in, and I'm only gonna keep, which one has, I kind of like this one more, so I think I'll play with this one. And these are gonna be my two primers for the week, because I want to see which one works best with the foundation I'm going to use this week, which is going to be my CoverGirl Outlast Stay Fabulous 3-in-1. I have it in two shades, 840 and 832. I know that's a big gap, but I got this one when it was winter time, and I got this one more towards summer, so I'm not sure where I am exactly with these. I want to use them. This is my oldest foundation that is not cruelty-free, so I want to just kind of work on getting these out of my collection. So that's going to be my foundation for the week, and of course I'm keeping my Maybelline powder and the other Maybelline powder, the Everfresh, because these are just kind of what I've been setting my face with, and they work really well when I don't feel like wearing full-on foundation and I just want to wear powder since it's summer and my face is trying to melt off. Last week I also had the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, whatever. This stuff works pretty well. I have no issues or complaints about it, but it's just kind of an extra step that I don't need right now because my other powders work fine. Those are in Project Pans, this one's not, and I'm not worried about moving this out of my collection, so it's not going in this week. Next are my concealers. So this is in a Project Pan, and this shade works fine for my face, but this shade doesn't work so well under my eyes. You can see there is a dip in there. I have been, honestly trying to use it. It just does not cover up my dark circles worth shit, like, at all. So I'm keeping this one in for the concealer for my face, and I'm giving up on working on this one, but I am putting my Bare Minerals concealer back in the shade Bisque, because this does work really well on my under eye area without it getting weird and crepey or anything. So that's my concealer for the week, and I guess we'll do bronzer. So this is the bronzer I had in last week. I'm keeping it in. I really want to work with my Lorac Tantalizer bronzer, but I have not hit pan on this yet. I don't know if you guys can see it. I keep saying it. I can see the rings like from the pan underneath, but I'm not seeing pan yet. So gonna keep working on this and not use a bronzer until this one has pan showing on it. So for contour, I had the Wet n Wild Mega Glow contouring palette. This is in Dolce de Leche. I love this contouring. I like both shades on this. They work great. This works well on my under eyes without adding like shimmer or anything crazy, and this just is a great contour color for my skin tone. Now, instead of using that for contour, I'm going to try and attempt to kind of add this in, the Bahama Mama bronzer contour, because it is, I don't know, we're going to see how this works, and if I can't make this work, now that it's, halfway into summer, I'm as tan as I'm really going to get, so if I can't make this work, it needs to go out of my collection. So that's what we're doing. We're kind of testing Miss Bahama Mama full on. So we shall see at the end of the week. Then we've got blush. I had these three in last week. I absolutely love this Milani Illuminating Face Powder in Amber Nectar as a blush. It's shimmery. It's kind of like a bronzy blush type color for me. I really like it, but I have so many blushes that I need to work through. Now, these two guys, Model Co blushes in Peach Bellini, which was my favorite. I didn't use this a single time. I love this color though. I'm not getting rid of it. But I used the heck out of Cosmopolitan. I didn't think I would be a big fan of this color because it's just a pink, but it looked really good the way I was bronzing up my face. So definitely keeping these. I do really like them, but Moving in this week are going to be these three like cream blush samples by Glam Natural by Garden Art Cosmetics. They are 3 cream blushes. I have 3 different shades, so I wanted to play with them, give them a try, and in case I need to set them with something or those just don't work, I figured I'd throw in my blush. I hate this package. My blush palette by e.l.f. This is actually a combination. I wrote on the back of them. These are 3 of the dark shades from the dark blush palette and 1 of the light shades from the light blush palette. So this is the one I kept from the light, and then I kept the 3 darker ones. So I figured I could get some good use out of this, and it'll help save me if these don't turn out to be that great. So there's the blush for the week. And for highlight, I had my ColourPop in Butterfly Beach. I'm keeping this in. I love this blush, I love this highlighter. I don't know how many times I can say that. I love it. So keeping that in. It's in a project pan. I'm just trying to work on the pan. And last week I had this guy in. This is Wet n Wild's Fergie Hollywood Boulevard. Dang it. Hollywood Boulevard. I really like this blush. Why do I keep saying blush for highlighters? I really like this highlighter. It works really well. I don't have a problem with it, so definitely keeping it in the collection. It was my first time working with it, but it's going to go out because I do need to get back to working on my Ofra one. I am supposed to hit pan on this for my project pan. You can see a nice huge dip, and I have a chunk where I was using it as inner corner highlight. So I don't know how deep this pan is. It feels forever deep, but I want to start working on it again. I took a break. Time to get back to it. For eyebrows, I have been working on the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and the Make Me Brownie Brows by Essence. I really like these products, but I'm kind of over it. And I was working with this guy, the Brow Bow. It doesn't work that well with the pencil, so I want to see if it works all right with a powder. This is one that I've already hit pan on. This is a Clean Color American Icon. What color is this in? I don't even know. It's an eyebrow palette. So I've hit pan on this dark shade. The lighter shade just doesn't work for me, but I've also hit pan on the wax. So I figured I could go back to this bad boy, see if it works with this guy. If it doesn't, whatever. I still have good product. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this if it doesn't work with this. I don't know. So that's that for eyes. I'm keeping the 3 eyeliners that are in my project pan. No need to go over those again. I'm keeping the 3 mascaras that I've had in. These are the ones that I have open. I've got a waterproof and 2 non-waterproof samples, working through them. Then for base, for the primer for my eyeshadow, I'm keeping the Avon one in. I really want to work this one out. I've got pan down at the bottom there, so I just want to use this one up hopefully by the end of the year, and then I can just use because that's the only non-cruelty free one I have. I have this Clinique Chubby Stick in Bountiful Beige. This was in the project this was in the makeup basket last 2 weeks also. There's not a whole lot. Let me see if I can get it to roll up. There's not a whole lot left on this thing, so look, it doesn't want to roll back down. Fuck my life. So I figured I could just go ahead and pan it, use it up. It works pretty well, and I think with the palette I'm going to use this week, it'll work great. And I'm throwing in 2 ColourPop blushes just because these are not really summer shades in my eyes. I've got Midnight. This is one of Kathleen Light's, and it's this greeny brown color. I don't know. It looks really pretty, but it looks like it has a ton of glitter that is going to fall out on my face like Blaze did and Birthday Girl by ColourPop. This one is in Porter. It seems to have a little less glitter than the other ones, but still a lot. I just want to test these shades to see if they're going to irritate my contacts, because if they irritate my contacts, there's no point in me keeping them, and I should just get rid of them. So going to test these guys out this week. They're not really summer shades at all, but I just want to know if they're going to work for me or not. For setting spray, I've been using the little sample of the B6 by Urban Decay. It works pretty well. That was in last time. It's going to be in this time. For lips, and then I'll get to the palette. For lips, I've had these guys in. These are my Project Pan lip products. I'm going to keep the pencil in because, I mean, I could always use this. It's a clear, if I can get the cap off. It's just a clear liner type thing, and it's by Makeup Forever. So it's in a Project Pan. I do want to keep using that. And then I've got these guys. These are like ultra matte lip creams. They're like lip creams. They work really nice. I really like them. I'm just kind of tired of the colors right now. They are in Project Pans, but I'm going to take a basic 2-week break, I guess. And then I've got this Marc Jacobs lipstick in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. There is a teensy tiny amount left. But again, I'm just going to take a break from it. I'm kind of over it at this point. And I'm going to pull in 5 million lip products. I don't know. I just want to play with the little lip crayons. I've got 2 from NARS, which were the birthday gift last year, right? Rakugian and Cruella. Just play with them. I probably won't wear Cruella, but I mean, if you need a red lip, I'll have a red lip. And I'm going to give these guys a go. I have the one by Ulta that's a matte lip crayon in Raspberry Rose. I really like this color. Then I've got 5 by Wet n Wild. I really like these colors. I just want to give them a fair shot, work through them a little bit, switch up my lip colors. I'm kind of over the ones I've got. And now we've got the palette. So I had in the Lorac Unzipped palette, and I love this palette. I absolutely love it. You can see a nice dip going in Unbelievable. It is by far my favorite shade out of this. I don't know if you can pick it up on camera, but I've got a tiny dip started in Unconditional, and I was using Unspoken a little to deepen this up. But I really like these. I really like the shades. I'm telling you, Unbelievable is such a pretty color. So I love this palette. I'm definitely keeping it. And for the next 2 weeks, I am going to be using the Lorac Gold palette. This one is gorgeous too. It's more, of course, of the golds and less of the mauve type colors. This Unleashed color, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's like liquid pigment. It's so freaking pretty. I love it. And yes, I am wiping my fingers off on my Snuggie. So this is the palette that's going in this week, and of course I will be keeping, oh, that goes in here, my Z palette in that has my Project Pan eyeshadows are in here, so I still want to work on those. And yeah, that's everything for this week's makeup basket. I know, why does it always seem like a lot? I guess it doesn't seem like too much this week. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And hope to see you in the next one. Bye, guys.